Oh, g'day, Keithy here, thanks for joining me, just making a coffee at the moment. So we're up here at the lovely Mount Fox, North Queensland, sort of just north of Townsville, just south of England, whichever way you want to come at it. We're here today to talk about that ATEM Power 40 amp charger that we've not long installed into the Range Rover. If you watch that video up there, you'll see that one. Might as well come to somewhere beautiful, just like Mount Fox here, and test this one out. It's a really, really windy day, a little bit of cloud cover, a little bit of sun here and there, so it's going to definitely put that ATEM Power to the test to see if there's enough power in the solar to charge up what we got going on. So grab a coffee, guys, and sit down and relax, and we'll get into this video. Well, we couldn't go without checking this out.
Tearing up the tyres now. Great Keithy here. Great Keithy here. Great Keithy here.
Oh, you know what? I wish I had something that could keep my beer nice and cool. Whoa, check that bad boy out. It's a Chilling with Keithy stubby cooler. Well, I'll be buggered. But you know what? This is more than just a stubby cooler. Because if you don't like beer, you can put your water or your coffee or something else in there. How's that? Oh, wowee, I'm impressed. And if you're impressed as well and you want one of the Chilling with Keithy stubby coolers for 20 Australian dollars, that includes postage, I'll send you one of these bad boys to your door. I'll give you the details down below, $20, including the cost of getting it down to you, or up if you're up north of me. Chilling with Keithy stubby cooler coming your way. There's the link right there. Woohoo! Get me on there and I'll send you Chilling with Keithy stubby cooler. That'll keep your beer cold. Alright, so if you watched the last video, you'll know that the challenge was set between the REDARC and the ATEM Power. This one's a 40 amp charger where the REDARC was a 50 amp, so the advantage is already on the REDARC. Let's go through what we've got running around in here at the moment. So, got to do some work when you're away every now and then. So the laptop has been used and needs to be charged. We've just pulled it off the charger now. It's just after lunchtime here. We've got the mobile phone charging. We've got the drone batteries over there, if you can see that as well. And the fridge is operational and set at -2. So the fridge is doing a little bit. We've got a lot of things going to charge up at the moment. So there's 2 actual outlets right there, plus the fridge and the outlet that we had. There's 4 things to operate. The important thing to remember is the weather and what we've put up with up here today. And that is, it looks a little bit sunny now, but there's quite a lot of cloud up there. So that's made it very difficult for the solar panels to get this battery up from the usage overnight and all of the stuff that we're going through there. So I'll give you a close-up of what the battery voltage is at the moment. I don't know how well you can see that. That is 14.4 volts, which means it is at the top of its charge. It's just going to wait until the amps have diminished, and then it will go into a float charge. So that is impressive to see that in such a short period of time on a day like today, we have got all of the charge. So let's talk a little bit about likes and dislikes about the ATEM Power. I do like that it was really easy to install, virtually the same as what the REDARC system was. It's also quite compact, but I do really appreciate the fact that it has a very big heat sink on it. So when it gets hot while it's operating, it also has the ability to keep itself cool, because as you're probably aware, most of these things are installed in hot environments, some even in the engine bay of the car. It's doing pretty well in here, and you can walk in there now and touch that and it's not actually hot. So that's really good to see that it doesn't get too hot when it's doing its thing. Are there any dislikes from this system? Well, so far on this trip, it's been faultless. It's already got the battery full before lunchtime, charged up after running the fridge, charging phones, and also topping up the drone batteries after a couple of drone flights. What don't I like? I don't like the fact that it's a reverse mount to what I had in there with the REDARC system. So in order for me to be able to see how the machine is operating, what stage it's at, and to select the profiles that are within the charger, I actually have to go in past the fridge, which is very difficult to do. I'd have to move the fridge to the side to do that in order to see what profile it's using. So In order to optimize this, I would probably need to reverse the installation location of the ATEM Power in order to see all of the functions and be able to see what's going on exactly. Whoa, stop the record, stop the record. So I couldn't just leave you with that, install it and go on a little 2-day trip away from home. No. We got to test this battery charger out. We got to give it a good test. So we're up here in Weipa at the moment, would you believe it or not. Now this is about day 7 or 8 of our trip. I don't know, I've lost track of it. Anyway, we're still on our way up, but we've had the fridge running for about 8 or 9 days now, because obviously you want to pre-chill the fridge before you go on a trip. We've had nothing but solar power charging the battery at the moment, and I haven't had to start the car so far on the trip at all to try and top it up during the day. Now it's just after 10 o'clock in the morning. Sorry, the sky's a little bit on-y-offy this morning, but nonetheless it's still a pretty lovely day. What are we doing? We've got a few things on the go here at the moment. So we've got the Ryobi battery charger, because up in Weipa it's actually a little bit hotter than it is on the coast over down in North Queensland and even New South Wales, Victoria, wherever it is that you're from. So we've had to run a fan at night. I've used the 18-volt Ryobi battery to run that little fan. I've obviously got to charge that using this inverter here, so that's running to charge the battery up now. Got the phone on the charge up the back there. As always, the fridge is running like it always does on the Cape York trips. We've made coffees, we've done all kinds of things. We've used the electrics quite a bit this morning. Now you can't probably see that, but that is saying that it's 13.2 volts. So the solar panels on the roof have managed to charge via this lovely charger here, the ATEM. Charge the battery up. It's only 10 in the morning. It's a little bit overcast, and I did notice as well yesterday and the day before, when we had a little bit of cloud cover as well, we were still charging it at around 13.8 volts on a cloudy day. So that's not too bad, especially given it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. We've got the rest of the day yet to worry about charging this thing up. So far I'm very impressed with this ATEM charger, so keep on keeping on. So let's sum up what we've got going on here with the ATEM Power. Do I recommend it? So far, and this is the first time that I've used it in anger, I would say yes. It's a fantastic little charger. It's a 40 amp DC-DC charger that is capable of accepting your solar and power from your alternator. I would recommend it. 40 amps is a good charge rate, especially if you don't use many things off your 12-volt system. It charges very quickly. It's very efficient. Even on a day like today, where there's not a lot of sunshine, and Radar loves it as well. It was easy to install. The instructions were very simple to read. It came with the appropriate bits and pieces for the install, as you saw in the other video. And from the first time that I've used it in anger like this, I'm actually thoroughly impressed by it. So what we'll do, I think, I would say yes, buy it for the price factor. Definitely, it's a couple of $100 cheaper than that REDARC system that I had in here. But also for the it works factor. Now, there are ones that I've had in the past. You would have seen the projector video that I did. I thought the projector might have been a good charger. Unfortunately, it failed, and then it failed again, doing what these things do without blinking. And it wasn't the output of the projector that let it down. It was actually that it was a poorly made machine, let's be honest. It wasn't set to do what it was meant to do. It couldn't accept the solar that I needed to put into it, and unfortunately didn't have the energy to be able to actually charge a battery even on a sunny day. So we've got a good thing here, but I'm not going to say buy it now completely until after a few more months of testing. So I'm going to take this thing on a fair bit of testing to see how it is longer term. But in the short term, I'd say it's a fantastic little unit for the price, especially if you are on a budget. I would get that and see how it goes. Thanks to VIC Off-road for providing me with this here. This is a great test. I'm keen to get in and do some more with it and give you a bit of a long-term review. Don't forget to subscribe, like always. I appreciate that. And you can comment and catch me down there over on Chilling with Keithy on Facebook as well. Instagram, Keithy W. I'm over there as well. And if you want any more information on this, you can chuck me an email at keithyyoutube@hotmail.com. I'll put that down there if you want to get into contact with me via the email as well. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I appreciate your time, and I'll catch you next time.